Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I use over my 20 plus years coaching experience breaking down goals in the Premier League. Today we're doing Newcastle against Crystal Palace. And if you want to hit that subscribe button, it does make you a better person. Yeah, hit the subscribe because you will become a better person doing it. Right now, we're looking at the ball. Newcastle playing along the back here. But you can see, look at the gap. Look at the difference how deep Crystal Palace are. Okay, so if you're this deep, you must be man marking, right? You cannot be this deep and allow a long ball to go. The reason you're deep is because you don't mind them having space on the ball, okay? Because they can't hit their targets because you're marking their targets. So if you're not marking their targets, you've got to put pressure on this ball here. They're not putting pressure on that ball. Let's have a little look. Bosch takes a look up all the time in the world to ping a ball. So he's pinged a ball, so we're assuming the player's going to be marked. So it's going to make it hard for the challenge, make it anyway difficult to bring the ball down and play it or do anything. It's not the case. It's completely unmarked out here, doing whatever he wants. I'm not sure who it is because for some reason this recording is absolutely terrible, and so is all the highlights. I don't know what's wrong with the quality this weekend, but it's absolutely terrible. Drops to him, takes a little touch, dosh, knocks it over to another guy running in, completely and utterly unmarked. There's no challenge. There's no challenge from the halfway line. There's no challenge on this little touch. And there's no challenge here. That's how far everyone is away. He just flicks the ball. He's not sure what he's doing. He's just flicked it. He's not trying to do anything special. Sometimes, just flick it. And that's what he does. Gets it in, and it dropped in the corner. It's a terrible goal. Terrible goal to concede. They think it's offside. It goes to VAR. It's not. It's a goal. And there we go. It's 1-0 to Newcastle. Let's get on to the next goal. Typical Cash fashion. Before we go on to the next goal, I found something I want to show you. So they're dropped so deep, right? And there's 3 players here on a line that there's no one going to be able to challenge them. The reason why, he's behind him, so he's only looking at challenge players in front of him. He's just looking over here. So what are they doing? I mean, that's awful. That is just absolutely unacceptable. This is Premier League. If that one in my Sunday league, I'll be yelling and screaming at people. But there we go. Let's get on to the next goal. Again, we're starting from the back here. See, the scoreline flat as Newcastle, it's going to end up 4-0. But it's not because Newcastle played well or any of their goals are decent. It's Crystal Palace are just absolutely awful. And they haven't been. They've been quite good. But they're awful right now. Look at what's going on here. There's a counter-attack happening. Player. This is why these guys will be important. Let's just play this forward. Bosh. There's no effort here. There's 4 people around the ball, 4v2. They've got a little bit of a pressure pocket, and they don't win the ball, which is fine. You can overcommit and not win the ball. That's fine. But what you're expecting then is your other teammates to back up and work hard for you. There comes the ball in. Right? As this ball comes in, for some reason, the player marking him doesn't bother to go with him. He's too busy trying to go the other way, running him backwards for some reason. And of course, this guy here has no intention of coming in and trying to put any pressure on him whatsoever. Look, Bosch, nice and simple, still jogging, could have put some pressure on. No, we're going to give him all the time he wants on the ball. Now the guy that was marking him is turning around and think, oh, maybe I should be doing something. It's too late. He's still running back now. Bosch, he found someone else to stand around and not mark. Completely unmarked player, plays it out wide. And here comes that guy who was walking, not doing anything, putting his head down, pretending he's running back now, but he's really, really not. All of a sudden, you know those 2 players in that 4v2? They were over here. They just carried on running. Those other 4 players didn't. All of a sudden, now the ball's gone. Look at the effort. Look at the effort they're putting in. He's going on the overlap. There's no really need to here, but okay, he's put the effort in. Great, because this guy's here is terrible at the football. And what he doesn't realise is there's no reason for you running out here. You just come back and connect with your back 4. Because he doesn't actually know how to play football. He just sees a person running and thinks he's supposed to run with them because that's what idiots do. He doesn't know that he's supposed to squeeze the space in between there. It doesn't matter if the ball goes out wide, because when he comes in here and the ball goes out wide, then he goes out wide. But he doesn't know that because he doesn't know how to play football. Right, so as we play it on, see, look, you see him? He's in 2 minds. He just needs to back up. All he has to do is drop 2 yards. Bump, bump, go into there. Bump, bump, bump. Or pressure the ball. Personally, I'd want him to drop off because if he pressures the ball goes out wide here, and that was useless in the first place. He has to go. And this guy is telling him to go out wide and mark this guy. Why? Put pressure on the bloody ball. Anyone who puts their arms up in the Premier League doesn't know what they're doing. All of a sudden, though, if you're paying any attention, what's really happening is there's 3 people crowing up on the back post, waiting to kick a ball in. Look, he's telling him what to do. Why are you going over here? Why are you running over here? This is so stupid. This is just bad coaching, bad players. He's running over here to mark this player. The ball's here, mate. It's over here. This is what's happening. God, it's so bad. But he's still waiting for the ball to go out wide. It's so bad. And then there's a bundle of players on the back and they just put the ball in the goal. It's that simple. Bosh, off they go. Yay, yay. Crystal Palace are terrible right now. Let's get on to the next goal. Don't worry when you think I'm actually memeing on Crystal Palace. No, 100% true. They're awful. Absolutely awful. Here's the ball right here. Right. These guys are trying to play football. He's pressuring the ball on his own because he probably saw it on Match of the Day. Go pressure the ball. Why are you doing it, mate? He's too far away. He's too far away to help you. It's 4v1. You're going to make yourself look stupid. And all of a sudden, the ball gets past to this guy here and you completely quit. You know why? Because you've no business being there in the first place. All you should have done is drop in, tuck in here. Okay? But don't worry. Remember that time when the guy on the centre-back here had all the time in the world and he passed a worldy pass and the player was unmarked? Don't worry. This time the player's marked, he does it. It's going to make all the world of the difference. Bosh, and he plays it. No, it's not going to make any difference at all whatsoever because the rest of Crystal Palace don't know what they're doing. Look at the difference, right? Look at the difference in player attitude. You can see by this guy's, look how hard he's sprinting and he's not, and he's not. These two are jogging, he's sprinting. He's waiting for a knockdown, anticipating it, and these two are just jogging. As it comes in, Dosh, centre-back here, he does win the ball. Congratulations, he's done something right. He does get a little bit unlucky here, you know, but here's the other problem. No one else is reacting to it. He slips. No one's there to cover for him. These two central midfielders don't really run properly to cover or to do anything for him. Newcastle does. Comes in. Slots it in the goal. It's that simple. It's that easy from a little slip. A ball straight from the back. Not defended properly. He does try to bring it down. I'll give him his credit. He does slip over. All right. But it doesn't matter. It's the Premier League. You don't get caught for slips. No one cares. You should just be better. That's just the rules. And then he puts it in the net box. Good quality finish, to be fair. And another simple goal. Is a little bit of a better angle. You can see how easy that pass was. Again, this isn't Newcastle playing well. It's just Crystal Palace are awful. Look, there's loads of players around them. There's only, right now, 2 Newcastle players that are close enough to challenge for the ball and 1 Crystal Palace player. So here we go. Bomb. He's not close enough. All of a sudden, slip, problem, goal. It's that easy. It's that quick. Let's go on to the next goal. Not much to really talk about again, except for Crystal Palace being completely nutty out of shape. I'll tell you what is good, though, is the quality of this ball that goes over to there. This is a good pass. But if you look at Crystal Palace, again, the central defenders are all over the place because there's a striker who's got in behind them. He can't cover because don't know why. There's no real central midfield because they're all the way at the other end of the field again. And okay, you can go forward, you can push on, but sometimes you're losing 3-0 and sometimes you've just got to shut up shop and make sure it's not 4. They don't do that. They go, no, we can let them score 4, so they let them score 4. Here we go though. Watch this little pass as it comes across. You can see how much space is in behind here though. It's awful. Bosh. Quality pass. So absolutely quality pass. And a second ago, these two were next to each other. And now they're not. Now you can't tell me, I can't remember, is it Calvert-Lewin is that fast? He's just not. He's not 4 steps faster than him, but it's just the lack of effort. That's the real difference here. Complete lack of effort. And puts it into the net box. Quality finish, well done. But there we go, that's Newcastle. I still don't think they're going to finish top 4. If you're looking at these goals properly like I am, you know they haven't really scored one, except for that the quality one that... But even that's not really quality. The first one with the long pass, the dink over, and the crappy lob. But they're not scoring any goals. Crystal Palace are giving it to them because Crystal Palace are playing so badly. That's the main thing here you got to look at. Newcastle aren't scoring. Crystal Palace are awful. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.